There's a guy on Twitter, I guess named Joe Cronin.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe button.
This is the epic voice guy, and I can honestly say, Joe Cronin is god awful, that is. You guys seriously listen to this guy? And now it's time for the Joe Cronin Show.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone.
Piece of me, Charlotte Flair. You want a piece of the champ, Charlotte? The champ does whatever the champ wants, Charlotte. I dare anybody to tell me that she still sounds like Stone Cold when she really sounds like McGregor.
She don't sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
She sounds like the champ. Charlotte's not the champ. Charlotte's the one with the broken tampon. Charlotte's broken tampon. That's what we're going to call her from now on. You're no longer Charlotte, daughter of Ric Flair. You're Charlotte's bloody tampon. I don't know. That'd be funny. Charlotte's bloody tampon. That'd be wonderful. What's up, wrestling fans? It's Smackdown Live Review. We got stuff to get into here. We got stuff to get into now. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to go through this SmackDown. I thought SmackDown at least had storylines that continued, that had something to offer tonight, somewhat, as opposed to Raw that had damn near garbage. I don't believe either night really had wrestling that I enjoyed. For the most part, I don't think. But it's still boring tonight. Still think tonight was pretty boring. On tonight's SmackDown, what's up to everybody in the chat? Share this video to all your friends, all your wrestling friends, people that might like it, weirdos. And obviously, I've got hours and hours of content beyond the wrestling videos because people are just jumping off the wrestling bandwagon faster than they ever have before. And one of the biggest responses that I've ever heard on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, on my Patreon, a 2-hour audio podcast available. Justin Bailey returns for a 2-hour Morning Madness where we talked about all kinds of shit. We talked some shit about some people. We talked some shit about the snowman. We talked some shit about naked people in public who hate themselves. All kinds of things in this 2-hour fun podcast. Enjoy it to all you patrons. Shout out to everybody on Patreon. Make sure you guys fix your pledges. Obviously, the beginning of the month, cards didn't go through and stuff like that, and Patreon had some issues with some people, so double check Patreon, make sure you're not locked out. The 2-hour podcast is downloadable right now, or playable, whatever you want. It is uncensored, as always, and I must announce that today, right now, we have a new donation, a new $8 Philly is gritty. The new Philly mascot, we've been looking at him for weeks now. But Philly is gritty. It's a city. And they ain't afraid to eat their own shitty. Okay? So get ready for that $8 donation. If you guys want to break that cherry tonight, we can go ahead and do that. And SmackDown, we'll figure out whether SmackDown was better than Raw or not. I'm going to tell you in a few minutes what I think. But now, over to the man with the headphones that a minute ago were listening to porn so he could wax his carrot in the bathroom, Jake DeMarco.
Yeah, tuning into that HD frequency. You know what's up.
I don't know what that means.
Titties in 4K. What's going on, baby?
I just was looking, I was just looking at Charlotte's ass.
Charlotte's ass. I can't find my earbuds, so I guarantee Danielle has them and stole them somewhere. So I'm like, I need to hear Joe. All right, these will work quick.
Is that why I'm making, I was wondering, like, why did I just gravitate towards making fun of your headphones?
Yeah, I never wear the earbud, I always have the earbuds in.
That's why.
Controller headsets.
Oh my god, dude, I was really trying to figure out, I'm like, why am I going after his headset right now? Now I know why.
Ages.
That is so funny. So like subconsciously I knew
you picked
something was up.
That's right.
Hey, you better be careful, man. I'll pick up on that shit real quick.
That's right.
Yeah, so, man, I don't know. What do you think? SmackDown, I mean...
AJ needed to be there. I mean, he was doing autograph signings earlier, so...
I can't believe that's all they did was, like, he's in his house. Then he said he's going to bury him alive, and everybody started talking about casket matches and buried alive matches. It's neither of those.
I know, that's the odd part, though. Like, I thought they were going to change the stipulation, maybe. I mean, they should have. They've gone through, you know, no DQ, no count. Like, that's not really a new stipulation. And to say they didn't have a winner, they did.
But there is no stipulation.
There was a conclusion.
But there's no stipulation. It's just a match.
It's just exactly. It's just
that's
what I'm
there's,
saying.
There's no DQ, right? There's no DQ. That's it.
Yeah, no disqualification, no count out. You know, that's their stipulation. But that really isn't a stipulation. That's just lack of rules. But whatever. I would love to see a buried alive match. A really good, solid, brutal buried alive match between these two.
Why didn't they say that? What the hell are they doing?
Why bring up or have him say, you know, about, you know,
gonna bury you alive?
He's talking about putting him in a casket and pouring dirt on it. He's talking about burying him alive. You know.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Why bring that up?
Everyone's I got people that are actually. Oh, I got to turn my mic on. I actually have people sending me messages. What do you think about the buried alive match? And I'm like, you joking? They're like, well, he said it was like going to be it wouldn't be a casket. It would be a buried alive match. And I'm like, he didn't mean it like that. What? Like, and then he didn't. Why did he say that? What the hell? What? Yeah. Like, and then you know everybody started thinking too. Oh, he's going to break into his house for real this time with AJ there. They're going to do a Brian Pillman. And we all got excited.
They were going to do something like that.
They didn't do anything like it. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, Corrupted Pod, guys. It's over here down below. Wow, the new donations lit up, man. Hey, let me play a couple, and let's see if we can get the sounds triggered for Jake. And we're going to talk about Raw or SmackDown. What was better, Raw or SmackDown? I will give away one tidbit in my mind. I would probably say that the ending of Raw was the best thing that happened on either show, but that tends to happen a lot. But then the rest of the show, but everything else that happened on Raw to me was shit. So, you know, at least tonight SmackDown tried to do something. But let's see what people are saying here.
Super chat.
Scary diving headbutt by Bryan and Love Ya Joe.
Yeah, what was that, dude? He landed the headbutt on Shelton. They was trying to roll out of the way, and they hit each other's heads. The referee was freaked out for a minute. Oh, here it is!
Yeah.
Oh, the new Philly donation! I hate you, Philly.
Yo.
Oh my God!
Yo. This is Philly, in this city. We so gritty. In this city, yeah, we're so gritty.
Oh.
In this city, in Philly, yo, we might eat our own shitty. In this city, we're so gritty. In Philly, yeah, gritty. In Philly, we might eat our own shitty. In Philly, we're gritty. Yo, this whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty.
Yeah, in Philadelphia, they eat their own shit.
In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces.
Oh.
In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. This whole city, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a crazy ass pop turd. What the fuck is up? In Philly, yo, we're gritty. In Philly, the city, we'll eat our own shitty. We'll eat our own fecal matter off the street. Yo, Tom Brady, how I feel that can't fucking breathe. Yo, Philly, we're gritty. In this city, in Philly, we're gritty. We'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, we're gritty. We'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, nobody is fucking with our city. Gritty.
Wow. That is the full version.
Sup, Joe and Jake. Just wanted to test out the new donation. WWE is hot garbage right now.
Oh my God, Bry Guy, thank you for testing the new $8 donation. I do have a 20-second version of it that I'm going to be using. That is the full version of it that apparently I uploaded by accident. So that is the full song. It's supposed to only be 20 or 30 seconds, but that is the new Philly mascot. For those who don't know, we've been talking about it all week. The new Philly mascot. Amazing. And you know, in Philly, by the way, the name of the mascot is Gritty. Bry Guy, thanks for the $8. Did you know that, Jake? It's the new mascot is called
I watched him shoot himself with a t-shirt cannon, and he's a mess. God. He goes out on the ice and just wrecks himself, like just a total mess. And even better than that, it's like he just scares the crap out of everybody. He's just very creepy with his mannerisms, whoever's acting. He looks like the product of a love child between Donald Trump and Grimace from McDonald's.
Donald Trump fucked Grimace.
I'm telling you, that's all I can think of. Like the autistic love child of Donald Trump and Grimace. That's how you get the orange.
Oh my God. Donald Trump.
That thing scares the shit out of me,
and
though. I'm
Grimace.
telling you, with the big eyes.
Come here, Grimace. Grimace, shut up, Grimace. Shut up, Grimace. Yeah. What is this thing? Sell it to Philadelphia. Will love it. Give it to Philadelphia as a president. They'll love it. I'm the president. Give it to Philly. They'll love it. They'll use it as a dumpster. They use it as a mascot, Donald. It's called
There's
gritty.
shit all over it.
And in Philly, they eat their own shit too. So it's perfect.
Every street corner.
I do have to slim that donation down a little bit. I accidentally uploaded the full song, so I'm sorry. But hey, it was fun to party to. It was like being in a nightclub there.
One night only.
One night only. So I will trim that down. But I love it. I don't know why. I'm really into that fucking horrific looking fucking thing. Holy shit, dude, is that thing horrific? Did the sounds ever come on? You hear this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, now they're alive.
Oh yeah, baby, they lit now, bitches.
Now
Super chat.
Do one more.
Party.
Hey Joe, would you pair McGregor with Lynch?
Yeah, Conor McGregor could be with Lynch. Yeah, that's true.
We would never understand anybody.
What?
We would never understand anybody.
Oh yeah.
If they came out and both started speaking, because their accents would blend together, just be oi, we wouldn't get anywhere.
What do you think? They're Australian? You say oi?
It would just meld together, and you just wouldn't understand a damn
I'm
thing.
the champ. No, you're the champ. You're the champ. I'm the champ. You tried my new whiskey. I'm the champ. Eat the champ's cunt. All right. Well, largest donation by Bry Guy with that $8. Thanks, Bry Guy. It looks like a lot of people are going to tie that, but we won't change that until somebody overtakes it. That's the little bit of a rule. Okay, let's go to SmackDown real quick. We got a couple more donations. We will play them all. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is down below. Twitch Streamlabs right down there, or you can use the $sign in the super chat. What else did you think? What did you think of SmackDown, Jake? I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
I'm a bit disappointed with a few things. Other things weren't as bad, but they went a bit south with the Milwaukee storyline for me, and I was really disappointed with everything that happened following up AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. I felt like that was their anchor for tonight. Having them not be there or not follow up any more than what they did. They said, all right, Paige said they called police. Charges were filed for trespassing. She said, oh, Joe should be fired, but that decision, she reached out to Styles to see if, what did he want to do. He said, don't press charges, and, I'm going to dish out my own punishment. All right, so now we're going to see something severe, gritty, real. And then we see
wait a minute.
Promo from home.
Did you say gritty?
I said gritty.
In Philly.
We're going to see something real, something violent. And then when he mentioned, that he wants to bury him alive and alluded towards that, I'm like, oh, crap. He's going to change the match. Yeah. It's gritty.
You said gritty. There he is.
It's gritty.
I'm kind of jealous now. The Bruins bear would eat this thing's dick off.
It would just gobble it.
The Bruins bear is going to eat this thing's privates.
It would swallow it
come
all.
Hockey season. But yeah, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I thought they were building towards something much, much bigger. They made Samoa Joe kind of feel like a serial killer, that he was out to get the whole family, and then they didn't play up on it at all. There was just nothing. No consequences, nothing for his actions, just empty words.
Yeah, they sold it like that was the whole thing, and tonight all we got was AJ on a couch saying he was going to bury him alive, and then I actually didn't mind the Milwaukee thing because that made sense to me. I didn't know what else they would have done. So he obviously cut her off before she was going to tell him to leave the group.
They were going to edit it. I just wish they edited it a bit more.
Well, they just froze it because she was about to say I wanted to tell you, like, and then she was going to say,
I want you to sing my theme song.
Yeah,
I want you
probably
to leave the group.
She might have said, I want you to leave the group, right? So, like,
Yeah.
so he stops her right there. So I like that. I thought that was fine. That's about what I expected them to do. Not that I would have done better, but I mean, I'm saying that's what you expect them to do. All right, whatever. But the Samoa Joe AJ Styles was a real disappointment, unfortunately, and
because AJ was selling it well. He says his daughter is waking up fearful that Joe is like some kind of boogeyman in her closet.
He's whacking off under her bed.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, daddy's full.
Weekend dad, catch you in the bathroom whacking off, and it's just, come on, you had everybody so excited. You stole so many people's amazing idea. Dude, just run with this.
While you're doing this, Young Republican is dancing around like he is gritty.
Nah, I'm that new donation.
Oh, you're gritty.
Yeah, you're gritty.
Oh, it makes sense.
You lesbian idiot. No, you do look like gritty. You look like a lesbian from a '90s show. Like a guy. I mean, you could be like the new character on a show that's just turned into a woman who's a guy.
I didn't know Gritty could fit a 12-inch black dildo up its ass, but hey, it's Gritty.
Oh, come on.
There's no way Young could do that. That would kill him. Like, that'd be crazy.
I don't know. You should see the videos he sends out.
Well,
usually he charges.
Well, so what's up? What's up with you, Young? How you doing? What's up, man?
Listen, number one, that the only thing that sticks out of my mind about Raw is HBK's bald head. Honestly, I can't get over that. It's so weird.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I knew because we knew he shaved his head a year and a half ago, or he cut his hair a year and a half ago, and then I think he tried to grow it, and then he realized this ain't working, so then he just shaved it, and yeah, then it's what are you gonna do? It's not gonna grow back in time.
But listen, let me tell you this: when he was in like the training center, working there like HBK and helping out and shit. So I feel like he got like an itch to wrestle again. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
And so I think we're really going to see that on like WrestleMania. I mean, he's already taking bumps or whatever, so we're gonna.
Well, that and I mean every year they come to him with like, let's do a match. Almost every year. And I think this is the first time them being like, listen, Taker will do this and that. They probably even got Undertaker to talk to him to say, listen, we did.
How old is Shawn?
Almost 50. He's like 50. Shawn Michaels, he's got to be 50 something.
I'll tell you right now.
We can look it up right now.
He is 53. He
Yeah.
was born July 22nd, 1965.
Interesting.
It's crazy to think that in 1985, like he was 20. It's like, whoa. Like he was 23 when he 22, 23 when he debuted, I think, in WWE. And
yeah.
It's wild, man. 10 years later. I mean, what was it? Probably like WrestleMania 12 when he was my age. I don't even know.
Yeah, around there, roughly.
75, 85, 95. Yeah, he was 30, probably 32 at WrestleMania 12, winning his first title. So, it's pretty crazy.
Shit. Joe, are you going to be going live after the showdown?
Oh, yeah, man.
6 in the morning.
Well, it's going to be weird. Yeah, Saturday's going to be weird. So, I'm going to do monetize this, and then we're going to end monetize this, and then I'm going to watch Super Showdown, and then I'm going to go live after Super Showdown, and then I'm going to die.
No, wait. Super Showdown's on Saturday night.
Oh,
no, it's 5 a.m.
No, it's 5 a.m. on Saturday.
Oh,
so 5 a.m. Saturday morning, Super Showdown is live at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning. So
I believe that'd be 4 a.m. for you or 3 a.m., something like that.
Yeah.
It depends on...
Yeah, so like if monetize this ends at 3, 4, or probably around 4, then I'll be getting ready to watch Super Showdown, and then watching that, and then Jesus doing a review. I mean, I'm gonna
just drink a bunch of coffee.
Yeah, drink a bunch of coffee. I could drink.
I'm gonna be carrying Joe for that review.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
I'll lift you up.
I've stayed up before where I can make it till.
I know you've powerhoused it through many times.
I could probably make it till about 9 or 10, maybe.
Well, hopefully they don't run long. You figure it'll be about 3 hours, hopefully, but it's kind of a long card.
I'll probably have to sleep on Friday, like during the day a little bit. Like at some point, sleep Friday so that I wake up for monetize this, and then You know what I mean? Then I'm ready to go, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be really weird. It's going to be really weird for the wrestlers. Fucking worried about me. I'm worried about, good luck to them.
But no, it's going to be night over there, right? Or regular.
Well, they'll be regular.
Yeah, but they still have to get adjusted to the jet lag and.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get there early or some shit.
Yo, the Goon. Yeah, I usually do cover big UFC fights, if you guys remember. I mean, I've covered about 8 of them. And thanks, Young Republican. You kissy. Aw. Young Republican. Yeah, I mean, I've covered a lot of UFC events, and every time, obviously, you get good viewership. So I'm sure if I may be going out that weekend, I don't know. But if not, I will be live for sure talking about the UFC, because I'll be watching that too. So that will be a big deal. So this is really going to be an insane weekend. I mean, October's insane right now. My schedule's in October, family-wise, and all kinds of other things. It's out of control insanity. It is really fucking crazy at this point. Oh shit!
Gritty. Here we go.
It's gritty.
Here we go. Yo. This is Philly in this city. We so gritty in this city. Yeah, we so gritty in this city. In Philly, yo, we might eat our own shitty in this city. We're so gritty in Philly, yeah, gritty in Philly. We might eat our own shitty in Philly. We're gritty, yo, this whole city. We're gritty, yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah.
Oh my God.
In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty.
Why is it funny every time?
In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a crazy ass pop turd. What the fuck is up? In Philly, yo, we're gritty. In Philly, the city, we'll eat our own shitty. We'll eat our own fecal matter off the street. Yo, Tom Brady, how it feel to get fucking beat? Yo, Philly, we're gritty in this city. In Philly, we're gritty. We'll eat our own shitty.
I even threw in the Pats diss, even though I'm a New England Patriots fan. I threw in the Pats diss for you, Philly. Yo, that is the $8 gritty donation. You gotta love it. From
Fuck
Bad Omen.
WWE creative. Have sex instead. At least you know the girl's pussy and the guys.
Oh.
Carrot will be done the right way, unlike watching things go limp and Rotterdam.
Raw-tarded. Hashtag raw-tarded. It was trending. Bad Omen, thank you for the 666 Bad Omen, or rather the $8 donation. I'm so used to Bad Omen giving 666 that I said that.
I know. It's
Isn't that weird? That is
you
so
got Lana and
up.
Rusev teaming up right now in the mixed match challenge. So they just, basically said she cheated on him, but now they're a team, in the mixed match challenge. No continuity at all.
That
Throw
was
that shit right out the window.
Well, I liked what they did with the mixed match challenge with Rusev and Lana. That was cool. He was like, they were like, let's go, whatever, and he just walked away angry, like, yeah, whatever, like he was pissed. Like, so I like that they at least tried to do that, but it was still.
But they're out there like nothing happened. They're fighting right now in the ring, working together. So.
Yeah, I mean, but it looked like it was reluctant. So I mean, at least they showed that. But
she's shaking her ass and he's clapping, so it doesn't really. She's twerking and he's clapping.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the promo I saw.
Though, yeah.
I don't watch the mixed match shithole, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, at least in the promo on TV, they tried to keep some kind of. I mean, it doesn't make any sense still, so it's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't know what. They don't care. By the way, Raw got the lowest rating ever the other day, so they broke another record. That's 3.
I can't believe that. I mean, I can in one sense, but to top themselves yet again, how insulting! It's so abysmal, so piss poor.
3 times they've
in 1 year
hit the lowest ever viewership on Raw this year. Unbelievable.
I can see why it's happening. I knew it would be bad. I guess I just didn't think it would happen this often.
It's crazy to see it finally happen, to be honest.
Yeah. I didn't want to see the ratings drop out, but we knew it. I mean, you've been claiming it for a long time, and I want to see wrestling go ahead and prosper, but
I mean, I want that to eventually happen, but in order to get there, I mean, you need to see these ratings die. And the thing is, it won't matter. It's still not. I just think it's still not going to matter, though.
Yeah. No, it's not.
You know?
And sadly, like you said, a lot of the things on Fox, especially Friday nights,
yeah,
they don't have hardly any competition in terms of, what they're going to have to worry about. They're going to love WWE on there.
Yeah.
It's a win for them all around. They have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about Raw and SmackDown, though? A lot of people, I saw people saying, like, oh, at least Raw had the better matches, and SmackDown was, I don't know, I guess SmackDown didn't have the better matches. There was no matches on SmackDown that were good. The New Day pancake thing was AidZ.
Yeah, that was
terrible.
Really. So I didn't care for the opening. I thought it could have been really good here. They, like you said, Brian Pillman-esque. I was waiting for either, we get more from the home invasion angle, or at least some type of aftermath, or are they going to try and one-up it? Are they going to continue the story? And we got nothing from that. R-Truth and Carmella against Selena Vega and Andrade. That wasn't a bad match. I don't mind when they do, mixed tag teams like this every now and again. It was okay. It served its purpose. Took up some time. R-Truth looked really good with Andrade. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, that was okay. A little thing. I didn't mind that. SmackDown felt like okay. It wasn't very good, but it wasn't. I was bored still, though.
I was looking forward to I really thought it was going to be that much better tonight. I really did. So we get the booty worth thing with Sheamus and Cesaro interrupting, and that was just so gigantically cringeworthy. I don't know why they continue the pancake thing with them. Ty Dillinger and Randy Orton didn't have the same effect that Randy and Jeff did with the beatdown angle. It didn't have the same kind of cringe.
Yeah, I felt like you were watching
the moment
the
that
B
he did
movie.
With
That's like when Independence Day came out, and then 2 years later, like Independence Kill, it's like a rip-off.
The straight to DVD kind of thing. It didn't feel the same, and it was. I know they tried, but I have to knock them for this. It didn't sell well. One, the audience isn't as invested in Ty Dillinger as they are in Jeff Hardy, so the emotional connection isn't there, which it could be because Ty was extremely over. He still is somewhat over, but it could be more if they utilized him more, or at least let him have more matches. If he went on a good win streak before this had happened, and people got used to the idea of him being back around, I think it would have been more effective.
Why didn't they have him beat Randy? Have Ty Dillinger in a match with Randy Orton, and have Ty Dillinger actually beat him. And it's like, whoa, and it's like a big surprise thing that, Ty Dillinger beat Randy Orton. And now you got Randy Orton torturing him, and that would make sense then. You'd be like, oh, wow. He's going to pay for that. Now he's going to do this shit to him. And I would think that would be kind of cool. And another thing you could do...
Yeah, I'd be all for that. I mean, him taking his fingers and bending him back and putting him inside the turnbuckle, and it didn't have that same effect as like we saw with the screwdriver or putting his finger through the earlobe of Jeff. It didn't look as, vile and disgusting. It didn't have that same kind of cringe-inducing pain.
And then here's what you could do. You could have Randy Orton... you know what I want to see someone do? I don't know why. I want to see someone put their car up. I want to see someone be like, I don't want to wrestle. And then be like, dude, I'll see this as Bentley or whatever. I'll put this up in a match. You can't beat me or whatever. And then have the dude beat him. And then he drives his car around for a while. You know what I mean? He just drives it around. So then he says, he's begging him for the car back. Eventually the guy tells him, I'll give you the car back. All right, I'm just going to give it back to you. I had fun with it for the last few weeks. I'll give you your car back. even though I won it fair and square. And then just fucking crash it that night on Raw.
Destroy it.
Just
drive it into the arena and just smash it apart.
Yeah, just smash it all over the place. Pee on it. I don't know. But it's just, yeah.
I mean, Orton's supposed to be booed here after he's torturing Dillinger. And you hear Philip saying, oh, it's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen with that little bit of a torture scene we got out of Orton. They're trying to make him look sadistic and vile and psychopathic, but really it just led to him being cheered by the crowd.
Yeah, so he turned around and looked at the crowd and they cheered him.
Yeah, he gets on the steps and everyone's like, yay!
Because nobody believes anything about Ty Dillinger because they don't use him. So it's so
exactly.
stupid.
That's why I said if he had a good
few
wins, a few weeks building up to this, if they had any foresight saying, all right, what are we going to do after Jeff? All right, Jeff's going to take some time off after him and Randy Orton have their Hell in a Cell. So we're going to need Orton to face somebody. All right, it's going to be Nakamura. No, not yet. Okay, well then let's go ahead and have him face Ty Dillinger. So let's have Ty have a few matches and let the crowd get used to him again. You know, simple thought like that goes a long way. They don't do these kind of things, though.
Suck me off, mate. Whatever Wandy said the other day.
Shelton Benjamin, that was kind of blasé as well. I mean, Daniel Bryan's lost so much heat anyways.
Heat?
Him and The Miz. Yeah, you know, any type of like just magic.
Excitement, yeah. His whole...
that kind of draw factor. I feel like, you know, he's still really over with the crowd, but the interest just really isn't there. You know, not heat in a heel way, but like he's on fire. You know that.
I get it now.
Draw.
I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh shit! It's gritty.
Yo, we might eat our own shitty. Eat our own shitty. In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. We're so city, we'll eat our own shitty.
That's right there. That's all we need. I was just cutting it so I could redo it so we don't have to listen to the whole song again because I think it was a little too long. Philly shitty. I mean,
I still really like Daniel Bryan. That's not it, but
yeah, I like him too. But yeah, he doesn't have that. It doesn't feel like it did.
Out the window. Joe said in the chat.
It doesn't feel like it did before. It's just gone. It's like, oh man, that magic is kind of gone. Now it's just like it used to be something more, and it was there, and they ruined it. They ruined it on purpose because of Roman. And
Adam Ant had said that the plans are still to have him win the Rumble and have him go ahead and face The Miz for the title at WrestleMania. And we had heard this previously as well, so I mean, there's some merit in it. It also looks like The Rock still wants to face Roman Reigns at Mania. We had heard this back before SummerSlam, and Vince had said recently that. Oh, he is gritty.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm just when I hit the button to make it final, it plays it automatically.
I don't give a shit. That's so fucking good.
No, but go ahead.
I've been following Gritty for days now. His Twitter account is great too. I don't know if you've seen it.
What a cunt! I hate you, Flyers.
It's just it's so funny, especially all the fails that come along with it. They're like, because when he finally debuted and him falling on the ice and then screwing up with the t-shirt cannon and just all of it, and they're like, well, there's Gritty.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
It was so good. I love those instant fail moments.
Dude, the Bruins bear will eat you. But yeah, what were you going to say? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just that we've heard a lot recently that Vince McMahon wants somebody that has already once won the Royal Rumble to win again. So it definitely limits the pool of contestants that could win. I don't know, I don't see the merit in that. I don't know how true this is, but a lot of places have reported it as being true. So
could be
it's
bullshit.
Something to think of. Well, it could certainly lead credence to something like The Rock winning and facing Roman at Mania. That could happen. It's somebody that's already won. They really want to have this match with him and Roman.
Oh my God. Imagine The Rock winning the Rumble.
So that's not a far-fetched idea. This was also thrown around. Remember we talked about this, I believe, on Out of Nowhere before SummerSlam.
Wait, has The Rock ever... When did The Rock win the Rumble before? I don't even remember.
2000. The Rock won in 2000 when him and Big Show both went over at the same time.
I don't even remember that. They went over at the same time?
Big Show both went over at the same time.
They did?
And yeah.
Dude, I wasn't watching. That was the four match, the WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, WrestleMania, McMahon in every corner.
I forgot all about that. You're right, he did. I was watching them, but I don't remember why. And
really, Big Show won that. Big Show's feet touched last, but...
They did the best one was Luger and Brett, though. Those guys nailed it.
Oh, yeah, they had that perfect.
Luger and Brett killed it, dude. They clotheslined the shit out of each other and landed at the same time perfectly.
Well, it wasn't supposed to happen, I guess. I think that was a flub. Same thing like Cena and Batista.
Oh.
I don't think it was intentionally planned. Like, the moment was supposed to go where The Rock went over, but it was supposed to, like, hang on to the ropes more. and they both went over, but The Rock was supposed to catch himself under the ropes, so it was supposed to make like a full circle. So he goes over the ropes and pulls himself right back in, but
I remember
quite
that
work out that way.
That WrestleMania was horrible. I remember that.
Yeah, that was 16. That wasn't 2000, whatever you want to call it.
Well,
it was okay.
No,
It had
16
its
is
moments,
2000.
but yeah,
WrestleMania 16 was WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, had its moments, but
it should have been whoever didn't win, which I think was, it should have just been Mick Foley versus Big Show in like a fucking brawl match or a boiler room brawl or like a buried alive match or a something, maybe even a hardcore match with Big Show and Mankind in a hardcore match would have done better, and then have had The Rock versus Triple H, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Was that who was in it?
It was Triple H, Rock, Mankind, and Mick Foley and Big Show. Yep, you nailed it.
Yeah, you just should have had Triple H versus The Rock. That would have been great.
And them throwing a McMahon in every corner was just really just overkill, and
it came down to that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It felt more about the McMahons than it did, that angle overshadowed anything that they tried to, accomplish, and it was all just a big convoluted mess.
There was multi-matches everywhere. You're right. Oh my God. Even I definitely preferred WrestleMania 15 and 14. 16 was a fucking mess, and then 17 and 18 and 19 were really.
17 was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
that was excellent. That year was so good.
I remember how surreal it was to see WrestleMania in a huge venue again. That was like really something. It really brought back memories to being a kid at WrestleMania 17. I know I was 17 at WrestleMania 17, but when they were at the big stadium in 17 and 18, it was like, wow, it's like WrestleMania 8 and 6 again, or whatever. It's like, wow, they're in this big place. They're not in some just regular like TD Garden or fucking Connecticut, or Chicago, even Chicago, although the Rosemont Horizon is so good or whatever. But
yeah,
it's like they're not in just a building. They're in a fucking huge stadium again. And that was the result of how well business was doing thanks to the WrestleMania 14 and 15 years.
Yep.
So, I don't know, pretty crazy.
Yeah, The Rock didn't win in 2013. John Cena did. And John Cena then defended his Royal Rumble victory against CM Punk at the next pay-per-view. And that's when CM Punk lost, because he lost the WWE Championship to The Rock at the Royal Rumble. The Rock got counted out. They restarted the match. And that's when The Rock defeated CM Punk to end his 400-plus day streak. So
I think WrestleMania 17 is, one of the best.
It's funny, when you're on the spot, you can't think of this shit.
Yeah, it's hard.
But when you're not, I did that wrestling trivia. Forget it. My brain doesn't allow me to think worth a shit. And as soon as I'm on the spot, I'm like, I can name off WrestleMania main events 2 seconds. As soon as you put me on the spot, I literally just freeze.
Yeah, once I have to look it
forget
up. If I have it pulled up, then I can remember everything. But if I don't look it up, then whatever.
I can name back Rumble winners, all this stuff, main events, and then I can tell you the storylines that go with it. Usually, my brain doesn't always want to cooperate, but every now and again, it's like, especially when you're on the spot like that, and forget it. I can't think for nothing. Couldn't pay me enough.
I just remember about 17 that like Jericho and Regal opening was great. It was like a flashback to Michaels when Michaels used to open Mania. So it was like, all right, Jericho, William Regal, solid. And then there was the Right to Censor match that was all right. And then Kane with the Raven was great. That was great. With the going through the glass in the back and the Big Show. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Eddie Guerrero versus Saturn was okay, I think. But it wasn't that memorable. It wasn't that good, I don't think, really. But Kurt Angle versus Benoit was good.
That was really good.
China versus Ivory was like a squash, if I remember. Shane defeated Mr. McMahon with Stephanie and Trish. That was the big story.
I forgot about that match. That was a good match.
It wasn't really. I don't think it was a great match, but like it had so much.
Well, what was
excitement.
told, what the story, the moment, what had happened at the end, everything that transpired was like enjoyable to watch.
Then it was the Edge and Christian and the big tag. Was that TLC? Yeah, that was TLC, I think.
Yeah,
so that was
one of them.
That was damn good. And then fucking Iron Sheik won the gimmick battle royal.
Yeah,
that was great. I mean, it was stupid, but it was just hilarious to see Iron Sheik win that. Then Undertaker faced
Triple H.
Triple H. That was Is that the one?
That's when Motorhead played the game.
Was that the one where they went out into the crowd and like onto the little stanchion thing, or was that 16? No, that was it was 17.
No, that was 17. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was an okay match, I think. So then Stone Cold versus The Rock.
And that was
the turn, right? Stone Cold's turn. Yeah,
and
that
Vince
sucked
McMahon came out
because
with the chair.
Unfortunately, it sucked because like Stone Cold was like the match was really good and everybody wanted Stone Cold to win. Then he did, but then he went heel and it was like, what? But I don't know. To me, I love that one, but I love WrestleMania 8 too. I always bring 8 up. Everybody knows how much I love 8. I just love it, man. I go back and watch all the other WrestleManias. I think one, you skip a lot of it. Tito opening up the night and the main event, but then there's a bunch of matches and it gets bogged down. Same thing with 2. Well, 2 wasn't very good at all. And then 3 was, Andre and Hulk, was awesome. And Steamboat and the Dragon with Macho Man was awesome. There was a couple matches there. WrestleMania 4 had the tournament. It was okay. WrestleMania 5 was really just Hulk Hogan versus the Macho Man. A lot of things happened, but nothing crazy. WrestleMania 6, there was a couple good matches there. And obviously Hogan and Warrior, that was Hogan and Warriors, maybe one of their best matches ever, the two of them. So that was good, but whatever. 7 again was kind of like Hogan Slaughter, and then a lot of other stuff happened.
Yeah.
But 8, and I don't know why WWE craps on 8. They crap on it all the time.
They've always shit
I don't
on
get
8.
it. Dude, Tito and HBK opened up that Mania wonderfully. They had a great opening match. Roddy Piper and Bret Hart had a fucking great match.
It's really good. We went back and I know we were talking about it when I rewatched it, but I know you had rewatched it as well.
Yeah.
When you did the WrestleMania, you guys went
Remembering
through by
Mania with
and,
Bailey was great. Yeah, Ric Flair and Macho Man, and then Hogan at the end was whatever, but then you had the Warrior coming out. So I don't know. I just think that's one of the best WrestleManias. So that's why. But going back to SmackDown.
Oh, you didn't continue with WrestleMania 9 with the best Undertaker match ever in the history.
Oh, yeah.
With Giant Gonzalez.
Well, that's the one where he kind of technically didn't lose, but didn't win either.
But lost, yeah.
That's the only one that he didn't really win, right? He didn't get a pinfall. He didn't get an elimination, submission, whatever, count out, nothing. I don't think there was any other one. Oh, WrestleMania 8 as well. Jake Roberts and Undertaker had I loved that Jake. It was a little match. And he tombstones him on the outside and rolls him in. Dude, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla are selling for Undertaker. And it's so great. The commentary at WrestleMania 8 is fucking awesome. If you have not seen WrestleMania 8, I love the shit out of this Mania. The commentary is awesome. Oh, God, is it good. I'm telling you.
It made that event what it was.
And like Bobby Heenan be like, is he even alive, Gorilla? You don't know. How is this fair? Well, we got a guy's walking around the ring dead with his eyes are black. And look at Jake Roberts. He's just fucking selling all this stuff, and you like it's stupid. You believe it, but now, if they try to do that nowadays, you just laugh at them. Like it's not even. The commentary was horrible tonight, by the way.
Oh, it was real bad. It was really bad.
Really bad.
I don't understand why they can't have a little bit of fun with things, though. Why they have to be either so stiff and so serious, or they get to be so whimsically stupid. Like, I can't even think of a proper adjective. Like, just so outlandishly
They did say
bad.
one thing funny, Jake. What did they say tonight? It was about the pancakes, I think, maybe. Oh, he said he was going to pleasure his ear or something, and that was funny. Did you hear that?
No. I was so just perturbed at that point with the whole Buttersworth thing that I
he was like, oh, he's about to pleasure our ears or something, and it was like really funny, but that was really it. Everything else was, and the guy was not a very good actor. He was like smiling, like, and he should have been like fucking upset. Instead he was like ready to about ready to jizz him when he get the pancake stuff dumped on his head.
Yeah, I'm just tired of them acting like children over and over and over, and then the announce team isn't any better with them following up. And
no, Byron said something hilarious, and it was actually funny because then Corey Graves said Jesus. He actually said Jesus, Byron. He was like Jesus, Byron. He was like Jesus, Byron. It was penetrate his ears.
I'll have to go back and
he's
and
like,
re-listen
he's going to penetrate your ears. And then they were like, what the hell? And then after a second, like Byron was like, be quiet. I want to hear him. I want him to penetrate my ears. And then Corey goes, Jesus, Byron. Dude, that was funny. That was funny when Byron said, I really want to, come on, I'm trying to listen so he can penetrate my ears. And then Corey was like, Jesus, like that was the funniest thing that happened. And then they went right back to RoboCop. I'm telling you, all the wrestlers' promos and when the wrestlers are talking, they don't sound like wrestlers anymore. They're going to do something. It sounds like a game show. They all sound like game show hosts. That's really, like, they sound like it's a game show. Or it's like exposition. I've got to give you this exposition. Or I've got to host the game show. Is everyone ready for what's going to happen now on the game show? Because last Monday, we heard from Mike, and he said that he was going to beat me up. But I've got footage that says otherwise. And to all the WWE Universe, this week at Super Showdown, I'm going to show you why I am. And it's like, oh, God, it's the same language from different people. All the wrestlers are almost spewing the same language amongst each other. It's ridiculous, and the answer is because the scripts are being written by the same stupid people, and they're handing them out cookie cutter to all the wrestlers. Nobody can develop a personality. Even Becky, who has the accent and everything, it's like she kind of is starting to get something, but even they all still sound robotic. It doesn't sound like they're just saying it.
Yeah.
Like there's no fire and passion because they're thinking of the goddamn lines.
And like you said, it's not only did we hear it, but we heard it multiple times from the same people, the same way. It's not even embellished differently, or it's literally just like you said, different accent or different, voice, but it's not even, it's the same tone. It's all monotone. There's no feeling. There's no gravitas. There's no emotion. It's just the same stuff, recycled garbage. And I like what a few people said last night. It's not rinse and repeat. It's just repeat. Most often, they're not even clearing what they did before. We've had, in some way, shape, or form, I feel like, since last year, think about it, since what, October-ish, we've seen, longer before that, we've seen Braun and Roman feuding. And that's been a huge problem for us. We've seen them feud for, since the end around WrestleMania, Greatest Royal Rumble time last year. It picked back up, and we saw them with the ambulance thing, then it stopped, then it started again, then it stopped, then they concluded, that they've had their on-again, off-again feud, but they've gone to that well hundreds of times. So that has no interest left whatsoever. It didn't to begin with. So how can you, bleed a freaking stone dry? There's just nothing to be gained from it. But even worse than that, we've seen Seth and Dean, or Seth and Roman, in some way, shape, or form, take on Dolph, or take on, it's. I know they added Drew in there, but it's the same matches. It's just the same matches every single week.
Somebody made a great point in the chat. Samoa Joe is the only one that doesn't sound scripted. I think Samoa Joe, we've done this before in recent weeks, but Samoa Joe, Paul Heyman, and, The Miz sounds a little scripted at times. Like make no mistake, The Miz is good at promos, and he's very good at the WWE style promos. But as far as coming off real, a lot of times Paul Heyman does, but Samoa Joe is the best. And I don't know what we have tried to figure out why that is. Why is that? I almost wouldn't mind if, we tweeted, like people tweeted people at WWE, or tweeted the Road Dogg. Why does Samoa Joe come off so real, but everybody else comes off so fake? I don't know. By the way, follow me on Twitter at CorruptedPod, my new Twitter account. It's right here. Check it out. Look, right here. There it is. CorruptedPod. At CorruptedPod. That's my Twitter account. At CorruptedPod. See my pod, see my bod, see my pod. And also, right now, if you're not a patron, become a patron. Especially for $5 a month, because if you become $5 a month, you get 30 hours of bonus content a month. And right now, available on my Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, Justin Bailey sat down with me for 2 hours. We did 2 hours of Morning Madness, me and Bailey. It was just me and Bailey talking, though. It was a lot of shit we talked about, a lot of weird shit, a lot of fun. Check it out on Patreon. Justin Bailey, Joe Cronin, 2-hour special. Available now for the patrons. Make sure you didn't get kicked off Patreon. They had issues with payment processing as they did last month. So make sure you fix your shit. Get on over there and don't miss that. Everything this week, and then Corrupted Podcast this weekend. And that's about, it. I'm trying to see if there's other news from SmackDown. I mean,
I've got a few things non-SmackDown related, but yeah, I mean, we pretty much covered everything else. We like you said with the Milwaukee thing. I mean, it was just, to me, it was really weak. I wasn't expecting like to be blown away by this, but I was hoping they were going to be a bit more creative. I wish they had like knew that she had nothing, like he had nothing on her, but he had edited together, like he took a bunch of clips of her and edited together to be like, Rusev, I no longer love, like something stupid, but to try and make it look like, rather than they still did that, but I don't know if I agree with you.
I don't think I agree with you on this. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, she started saying it, then she said, I want you, and then he stopped the tape.
And he stopped it right there. To me, it was
so what would you have rather? Because like editing it, obviously making it stupid would have been stupid.
But that's what I would expect from him. And then to come to find out, he does have real evidence later down the line.
So you want to break up Lana and Rusev?
Well, it would be a ploy. It would be more manufactured. So it would have to be a mind game played out more so than just him. Because now they blew their load all in one night. It's going to be revealed that she's going to say, like as we discussed earlier, I want you ... out of the group, sing my entrance, do my laundry, whatever. I feel like they could have really tried to do a little bit more with it, but
I don't know. I guess
breaking the group up anyways does nothing for any of them. Rusev Day is no longer at its peak performance point. So
I don't know. I don't guess you didn't sell me on that. What you just said, I'll tell you that. But I thought it was okay. I mean, you could have certainly, if it was the Attitude Era, you could have had, video. Like maybe he could have even like green screened her in his room, like taking her clothes off. I mean, but and they could have found out.
That's what I was hoping for. Something edited, something fake.
I mean,
he could have manufactured.
He did. He faked it. He made.
No, that was actual footage. That was real footage. All he did was just cut it off.
I was
hoping that he manipulated more so, like he actually took footage and just rearranged it, cut it, edited it, and made it seem like there was more there than there was.
I guess
I
just
really
feel like
tried to.
I mean, yeah, it's obvious it wasn't real, or obviously she was going to say something else. I just guess either way, it's the same.
Rusev's not that stupid. He obviously knows. She says, "I want you," and then they cut it off. If he falls for this fully, that they at least made it seem like he's pissed, but he's not a total dumbass.
Yeah.
I wish they went with it where he was like Jesus, like you saw her changing in the corner and you see, English Line in bed and then she walks over and gets in bed. But really it was, Rusev that was there from their old photo shoot, but he just edited himself in there.
I don't get how that would work though. Then they have to tell all that. Like, that's weird. Like, that doesn't to me, then it's like, well, that's stupid because that never would have happened. But this, at least it's like, it makes sense. He was doing something on camera. She came in. He happened to have that on, recorded, and he was like, I can manipulate this footage. So, like, I feel like what they did, I don't know, I think it's fine what they did. Nothing was going to be good anyway, but I feel like it's all semantics.
Regardless. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's stupid to argue about that. I mean, obviously, I think it was better than AJ's thing, just sitting on a couch.
Sadly, but
yeah, I mean, I thought this would be. I was hoping AJ and Joe would have been a fucking 8 out of 10 segment, and this would have been a 7 out of 10. Instead, to me, that was like a 4 out of 10, and AJ was a 2 out of 10.
Exactly what I would have given it.
Because it made no sense. Like, I'm going to take you in a buried alive. What? What are you talking about? It's not. Is it a buried alive match? No. Why did he say that? Everyone's asking. Why did he say that? Like, fucking, they're retarded.
Shitty in Philly, we're gritty. Yo, this whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah, eat our own shitty. In the city of Philly, we look shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our mother motherfucking own PCs. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
It's time to get gritty.
Hell yeah. We about to get gritty up in here. Thank you for the donation. Robert Hall 85. What's up, Robert? Thank you for dropping the $8 new ugly Philly mascot gritty donation. Thank you, Robert. And shout out to all the Philly fans who do love their new mascot. What, Leah? Why'd you go ew, Leah? What? Well, people from Philly like it. They eat their own shit in Philly, Leah. Come on. This ain't nothing.
Don't judge.
Do you know what they do to people in Philly, Leah? They'll beat the shit out of people over there. I can't wait till the Bruins bear eats this thing's hair. Leah, somebody said, I think it was Jake, he said that the gritty looks like Donald Trump fucked Grimace.
That's their autistic love child.
Yeah. Why does he have to be autistic, you sick and sensitive fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? By the way, can you imagine?
Paige will never understand men. And men will always understand how much of a freak she really is.
That's true.
That's right.
The goon, that's true. Hey, speaking of autistic, Tommy's going to meet his real birth mother in Florida coming up soon. He announced it finally.
Yeah.
How gross do you think she looks? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Next question.
I'm sorry.
No.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon! I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon!
NHL told Flyers to make mascots so Flyers made worst possible they could. The botches by the mascot are all to upset the league.
That's awesome. Wait a minute. Why did the NHL tell the Flyers they have to have a mascot? Did they really do that?
Yeah.
Why did they have to have... Finn Balor, thanks for the $5, but why do they have to have a mascot?
I don't know. I've heard that. I don't know that for 110% fact, but I've heard that elsewhere before too.
What?
Yeah.
So they just made a piece of shit to troll the NHL? That's fucking hilarious. I mean, we got Wally the Green Monster in fucking Boston. And yeah, but oh my God, they were forced to have a mascot? What kind of...
Yeah, it says Philadelphia Flyers mascot was destined to be a meme.
There he is! He's back!
We might eat our own shitty.
We eat our own shit in Philly.
In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own PCs. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
So shitty, I love to call you skinny, suck my willy and grab them titties. So Philly, what's up with your city? Are so silly, like MGK did Diddy.
Oh my God.
The fuck WWE and the Coleman scums.
Thank you, Awandi. Awandi! Thank you, Awandi. What's up, bro? You gotta jack it off, mate! How you doing, Awandi? Thank you for the...
probably can't play a video from NFL.
From NFL?
Or excuse me, NHL.com.
Maybe a little one. Why? What are they saying?
It was just, maybe I can find it from YouTube, but Gritty, yeah, here we go. This is just the debut of him just eating shit as he comes out with the t-shirt can and he just bombs.
Really? All right, let's go look at that.
It's so good.
Awandi, thank you, Awandi. The new $8 donation. Bry Guy is still the top donator.
Jack it off, mate!
You gotta jack it off, mate! All right, let's go take a look.
You hear that in the background? That's a thunder. That's how intense the rain is here.
Team mascot Gritty, a 7-foot orange fuzzy creature, was introduced at the Please Touch Museum in Fairmount Park in front of 600 students. There, he is introducing himself on Twitter. The Penguins kind of gave him a shot. He said, "Sleep with one eye open tonight, bird."
He said his Twitter's great.
They say. So naturally, he has some of those tendencies.
Sleep
Talented
with one eye
feisty,
open.
they say, and they found him during part of the renovations here.
They found him during part of the renovations here.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh my
Basically,
God!
they said,
He's the Phantom of the Opera.
they found him underneath the bottom of the freaking arena.
Oh my God, dude! This stuff is better than WWE. Like even a
Absolutely.
fucking
This is what
mascot.
they need mascot races.
Even a mascot's story, a stupid mascot's story in fucking the NHL is better
just
than
him saying "sleep with one eye open, bird." You know,
he could say so much worse than that though too. By the way, this Friday night on my channel at 11 p.m. Are you doing nothing on Friday nights? Probably, because you got no girlfriend. So this Friday night at 11 p.m. on my show, Monetize This is this Friday night. And the Monetize This championship is on the line. I have negative points in the bank. Fami has positive points in the bank. Kara is the Monetize This champion. And the belt is on the line this Friday. Who is going to win the Monetize This championship? Who will you be voting for, cheering for, having fun, playing with yourself with, drinking? I don't know what you're going to be doing this Friday night on Monetize This. Is there anything we didn't cover on SmackDown? Shelton Benjamin had a kind of nice promo, kind of like that.
It was okay, and like you had said earlier, before I got on the call, that scary headbutt from Daniel Bryan, with that botch, the ref, he really did almost shit himself.
After Daniel Bryan's been on Twitter like all day for last week, like I've hurt people. It's almost like he was like, Bree, you know what? I'll take the heat off you. I'm gonna headbutt and kill Shelton Benjamin and myself tonight, and I'll get the heat off Bree.
And he's like immediately just holding his head, and the ref's like, "Oh dear, fuck!" He just doesn't know what to do.
I still can't figure out what they were trying to accomplish from that angle. He did the Benoit headbutt.
Yeah, and then Benjamin rolled out of the way, but wasn't supposed to, I guess, roll to the right. I think he was supposed to roll to the left, and but he was looking down anyways, so he didn't know where Bryan was.
Good job, Bree. Good job, Bree. Now you're rubbing off on Daniel, Bree.
Yeah, you're ruining your husband.
#end cyberbullying. Come on, Bree. And you know what they're gonna do? Everybody's gonna write now. All these fucking women Tumblr cunts who weigh 7,000 pounds, who are all over Twitter screaming about everything. They're gonna be like, nobody's giving Daniel Bryan a hard time for headbutting Shelton Benjamin in the head. Or why? They're gonna be all. They're gonna be all over Twitter now. Yeah, you know what these stupid bimbos from Tumblr don't understand? These cunts who need to die in a forest fire that was set by Tommy. You know what the thing is they're forgetting? Is everyone's mad that Bree's going to hurt somebody. And that somebody would be other women. Fucking idiots. So, by the way, while you're screaming at me that I don't care, I do care about you. And that's why I tweeted to that bimbo from Tumblr to put the fucking fork down. To put the cake down, you cunt, because you're gonna die soon from a fucking coronary. I saw your fucking photos. No woman should look like you. So stop. So I did you a favor. So you can cry about stuff on Reddit and Tumblr all you want and paste my fucking tweet everywhere and tell everybody I'm some kind of shithead. But the fact of the matter is I tried to save your life, okay? You're gonna die soon. Stupid butthead. Okay, what else we got? I'm sorry.
The Rock was apparently offered a huge amount of money. It was huge. To appear in Saudi Arabia. So
what?
Yeah,
and he said no because they're not advertised.
He was offered $20 million to appear as champion in Saudi Arabia in 2019.
Oh, the next year! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're still in talks, but according to the Dirty Sheets, the Saudi General Sports Authority wishes to see the People's Champion carry gold when the company travels to the Middle East in the summer of 2019.
Dude, they're going to decide who the champions are and shit, dude? Like, this is so fucked. This is so fucked up, dude. Saudi Arabia is deciding who the champions are going to be in WWE.
They're going to decide a lot more than just that, Joe, and it's not a joke, and it really is the truth. Because,
wow, this is real. This is real
life.
Well,
the numbers aren't precise. It's been reported that the $24 million would book The Rock to work 2 shows over 3 weeks next April.
They have to, they're going to go back to Saudi and be like, hey, Prince, that's cool, but we're going to need 20 more million, you know?
And if he showed up as champion in their contract, it would be $26 million instead. It was unknown what match he would have. They would decide upon that themselves. WWE are reporting, hoping for The Rock versus Roman Reigns storyline in the near future, with a match at WrestleMania 35 possible. So it kind of lines up now, doesn't it? They want a returning a person that's already won the Rumble to win the Rumble again. So The Rock could win the Rumble. Then we have The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. And then we get the rematch at the Greatest Royal Rumble, and The Rock wins the title there, and The Rock holds on to it till SummerSlam. And then in the summertime, they go to Saudi, and that's when we get the $20 million Rock appearance in Saudi Arabia for $20 million again. Bam, that's 2 appearances. That's the GRR and whatever the summer show is, because they're going to do 3 next year in Saudi, 3 events. The Greatest Royal Rumble in April. They're going to do 1 before SummerSlam, and then they're going to do another one like they have now before Survivor Series.
Can you imagine the wrestlers? They must be like, are we going to get bigger payments like for this? They probably are, right? Like they're treating it like
I'm sure they are, but
Jesus, man.
I mean, how could they not be?
It's so much money that they're getting from this and Fox. And I know that I said it in my other videos and my other shows, but again, I just want to quickly keep reiterating the fact that anybody, because I still see people saying it, that, oh, you know, when the WWE gets to Fox, they're not going to be, they can't screw around. Fox won't put up with the low ratings. But as me and Jake have been saying, they have about an 800,000 viewership right now. So when they get SmackDown, they're going to get anywhere between 1.5 and probably 3 million people watching. So that right there already is a huge increase in viewership, a huge increase. And they get a whole hell of a lot more money for an ad than USA Network does. So when they sell an ad, it's like 10 times more money. So now they're adding, they can go out and tell the ad companies, hey, it's going up to buy ads on here. We're gonna be having an extra 1 million people watching. We're gonna charge you times 2 now, and so they're gonna make more money on ads than ever. So they're gonna be making more money. WWE is making more money because of the deal, and ratings, because on Fox there was maybe 800,000 to 1 million watching before. Now ratings are up by 1 million or more. So we all think it's going to help that they're on Fox. It's not going to matter. Fox knows what they're buying, and they're buying it like, this is great. So you're screwed if you think this. And I actually tweeted it to JD earlier, because he's tweeting all like, wait till they get to Fox, they're not going to stand for this. And I'm like, JD, you don't understand. Like, they won't care, because they're going to already immediately have a giant audience. They don't, this is an increase for Fox. So that's how bad ratings are around television, right? That's how bad ratings are everywhere. That's why when we're all like, oh, 3 million, it's going to be 2 soon. Well, WWE don't care, because across the board, they're still one of the top 10 shows, because ratings everywhere are just so dead and down that WWE on USA Network is bigger than most of the stuff that was going on that Fox channel. And it's like they can put it in that time slot and now have a whole extra 1 million people watching their channel.
Yeah, and on Fox they have like Last Man Standing with Tim Allen and things like that. They're just getting moved or canceled. If they're not getting canceled, they're getting moved to different time slots.
Well, didn't Last Man Standing go to Netflix? Or
maybe.
Or did
I think
you
might be right.
Or it went from Netflix to, I thought it went from ABC. I don't even know.
It went from ABC to Fox, I think, and then might have gotten moved. Any event, but still, the shows are either moving time slots or they're getting canceled, and they're making room for SmackDown to come in. And from there, you know, WWE, I also had heard, and it kind of makes sense, that they're not just focused on the ratings. Because, I mean, as we know, it's awful. They got a 2.3, you know, for last night, down 350,000 viewers from the previous week. And I figured with HBK and The Undertaker and all that for the ending, they would get more, but no. People just couldn't hold out. But what they're focused on, apparently, is less of those numbers, and they're more concerned with the subscriber count for the network and their YouTube viewership. For some reason, they're really focused on their YouTube views. So when they put up these segments right away, like The Undertaker and Kane lay out Triple H and Shawn Michaels, the recap from the main event last night, or the last segment of Raw, has almost 3 million views at this point in time. The opening of Raw with Dean Ambrose has 1.5 or 1.7 million. they're focused on those type of numbers. Those analytics are important to them.
But their numbers on there are down.
They are, but they're more focused on those than they are TV ratings at this point in time.
They're stupid, dude. Look
how that makes sense,
dude.
Smack me with a stick. Call me Susan.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, Roman versus Seth, Raw, blah blah blah. 14 million.
Yeah.
Like they were killing, and I know that this has been time has gone by, so people would say like, oh well, it's had time to accumulate views. Not really, because after the week after it happens, it doesn't get many views again. Not many, you know. It might, even if it does 1 million more views over 2 years. Look, even Dudley Boy's Ambush Roman from 2016, 3.9 million.
Yeah.
So even that like is doing better than the Undertaker segment and everything else. I mean, Roman's all kind. I'm just looking tons of videos. These are just all from. I just typed in ones from years ago with Roman Reigns in it because I figured he'd be the top. 34 million. New Day and Roman. Roman Reigns brutalizes Triple H, 43 million. Reigns versus Rusev, even that 9 million. I guarantee the current
now
videos.
They're getting 3 million.
Yeah, the current videos are garbage now.
If that, some of the Roman stuff from last night. I mean, it's new, but even a week ago has 1 million views on it. If that.
I'm still on WWE's YouTube channel. That's funny. Isn't that weird? Like that I'm on their YouTube channel. I think that's bizarre.
Not weird at all.
I can't believe they haven't deleted that yet. But
it's iconic.
All this stuff like 33,000, 43,000. Like these are all 100,000s. Like there's 1.3 million with Ronda Rousey, but that will never go past 2.
Yeah, she consistently gets a lot of views.
Like it's just like they're not doing, the numbers are way down for their YouTube views.
Yeah.
What's their Social Blade? That would probably tell us right there.
That would probably be a good, good tool to measure those type of metrics. Also, bit of tidbit came out today. I mean, we already knew that Evolution would be reuniting on SmackDown's 1000th anniversary episode. So we'll have Ric Flair, Randy Orton, Triple H, and Batista reuniting October 16th.
See, this isn't right, Jake. This isn't right. Social Blade isn't right. I just showed you 5 videos that had like millions of views, and all those views consisted from 2016.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's saying that monthly views. It's saying that in July of 18, they had fucking like 3 million views. In October of 16, they had like barely 1 million. Like these numbers don't look right at all.
That might be right because the video was posted then, but they might be being watched now.
Maybe. I mean, but
because they're being heavily pushed, so that could be it. Where people are watching those videos now, that might be the case, too. Those videos they might be popular now. Because that's the thing with YouTube. It's not like it has to be watched only when it comes out. They're forever up. So unless taken down and removed.
But this doesn't make any sense that there was only 2 million views in a span of 3 months on WWE. That's not right.
That doesn't seem likely.
These numbers are not right. I mean, I guess it's a day, so that's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to look into that further, but that's something to look into for out of nowhere. I'll see what they have for more specifics.
Yeah.
But we'll see Evolution at SmackDown 1000, and people were giving me shit when I said, I heard Batista would be there, and I was really surprised that they put up that picture of Batista, for the dream match scenario. Not that he'd wrestle, but I was surprised that they showed it at all because it wasn't necessarily confirmed that he'd be there. And everyone's like, no, he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. I'm like, I'm telling you, I heard he's going to be there from a reliable source. He'll be there. And so many people gave me shit. Well, lo and behold, he's going to be there. So, ta-da.
Bam.
But
I never even made a video. A lot of people,
Edge, The Rock, and Rey Mysterio.
A lot of people made videos about it. That's why I didn't make one, because you and a couple other people were saying it. So I was like, I'll just leave it alone. And all these people made Batista not booked for. Oops. I thought that was funny. That's right. I'm gonna pat you on the dick, Jake.
That's right, baby.
Get some donations. I'll play them in a minute, guys.
Also, we're going to see Undertaker, Michelle McCool, Vicky Guerrero, Teddy Long, Tori Wilson, many others. Charlotte, Asuka, Naomi will take on Becky Lynch and the Iconics, they announced. The Miz and Samoa Joe will team up to take on Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. They're going to pull out all the stops for this huge episode. It's unsure about the format, if it's going to be a 3-hour show or if they're going to have the stars integrated within the show or what they're going to do, because this happens right before Evolution. So
yeah, it's
weird. kind of an odd timing for that to happen, but
yeah, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird, son.
We'll see, but hopefully it's good. Raw 1000 was good. Raw 25 left a lot to be desired, but 1000 was good.
Hopefully Raw 1000 is going to be good. We'll find out. Let me play some of these donations.
Super chat. Super chat.
Watch UFC 229 and review. You'll get many views.
The Goon. Yeah, we'll probably be covering UFC 229. That'll be my 7th or 8th UFC fight night.
Super chat.
We had 180,000 views one night on one of them.
Paige should fix the solution to call Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, call Mr. McMahon to fix everything. Kevin Daly, what's up, man? Thank you, Kevin. Paige looked good, man, with her little suit jacket on tonight. I like Paige. I think she's been good. She's been the best GM of anybody recently. Like, better than Corbin, better than Kurt Angle, better than Mick Foley, better than Stephanie. Paige has been the best. I don't know why. It's like she's simple and seems real sometimes. Fairly real.
Yeah, she just knows what she's doing.
Give it a hell yeah!
Well, if Randy Orton broke Ty's finger, I guess we should call him the Perfect 9. And maybe. Not a popular opinion, but I'm not liking the way they are portraying AJ as a scared man. But still great storyline, though.
Yeah, it was okay. It's just like the Beast version of it. Khalil Bama! Holy shit, Khalil Bama's in the house. Love you, Khalil. I miss me some Khalil Bama.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon! I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon!
Samoa Joe went to the wrong house cause Aja's residence is in Gainesville, not Denver.
Did he say he was in Denver?
Yeah.
We all know he's in Georgia.
Well, no, but he was in at that point in time, so
C Nation,
he wasn't actually
thanks.
home in Georgia, but
I'm so
they tried
confused.
to make it seem that way.
I'm confused. C Nation, thanks for the $5. What's up, C Nation? How you doing? The C Nation is still here, and he's still alive. In a few minutes, we might take a call or two. 339-226-6610. If you want to call up, go for it.
I know Scott was going to call in, too. He was there last night. We didn't get to talk to him.
Super chat. Party.
Oh, yeah, Scott. I saw you calling earlier, Scott Frame.
Why did Miz say wrestler and wrestling so much tonight?
He did. I heard him say it twice. And then he said wrestler. And I was like, oh, man. Vince is not going to be happy with you. I don't know why he kept saying that. I think it's to, like, jab at Daniel, like, that he's a better wrestler. That's been a thing that they've kind of kept with. So thank you, Glenn Davis. Glenn Big Baby Davis donating. No, what's up, Glenn? Thanks for the $2.99. Yeah, so I think it's been something that they've kind of been establishing, that I'm a better talker, I'm a better wrestler. So I guess that's where that's coming from.
Super chat. Super chat.
Let's hit that goal for Raw, or let's do it.
Oh, let's hit that roll. That goal for Raw. Donald Trump, thank you. I think SmackDown was better than Raw by barely.
Super chat. Super chat.
Hashtag boo the woo. Screw Charlotte. Long live Queen Becky.
Screw Charlotte. Boo the woo. Thank you. Piccolo, what's up, man? How you doing? He had a big fight the other day.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon! I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon!
Love WrestleMania V.
WrestleMania 6, yeah. It only read the V for some reason, but I assume it means the V in the with the I there. Lum, thank you, man. Yeah, WrestleMania 6 was pretty good. I mean, obviously, Hogan and Warrior was huge. I kind of forget all the... I get WrestleMania 6 and 7, 6, 7, 8s, and 5... No, 6, 5, and 7's matches mixed up sometimes. But I think that was Jake Roberts.
Yeah, I always do that, too.
Like, I think Macho Man and maybe Jake Roberts or someone had a good match there earlier. I have to look at the lineup, and then I'll jog my memory, and I'll go, oh, yeah, that was fucking... There was a lot of good matches. Let me see. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes, the Sapphire versus the Macho Man. That was fun. I was looking forward to that night. Nano, thank you for subbing to the channel. What's up? Thanks, man. We're having a subscription party. Hit that red sub button down below and the bell. Play with the bell. Don't just sub it. Play with it like sexually.
Gritty looks like Cricket from Always Sunny, lol.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Somebody mentioned that the other day. Mav IMG, thanks for the donation, Mav. I agree.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Samillion Thang, thank you for subbing to the channel. And don't forget, guys, that up on Patreon is a 2-hour podcast with me and Bailey. We're going in on some motherfuckers, and we're having some fun. We really didn't go in on anybody. We just talked about a bunch of shit.
Do you think the Saudis can buy CM Punk to bring him back with this much money?
Oh my God.
The Saudis will buy WWE in 2020.
Oh, God. First of all, Wandy, thanks, man. Second of all, I don't think they would want CM Punk because I think he's too new. They seem to like these really much older wrestlers and stuff like that. So, I don't think so, Wandy. But, oh, my God, imagine if the Saudis bought WWE, dude. Oh, my God, dude. I might throw up on you. I might throw up.
Yeah,
oh,
I got
my God.
everyone's addresses, Mon.
That'd be the end of him.
I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
You can only watch one. 1. Samoa Joe v Naito. 2. Ibushi v Rollins. 3. D-Bry v ZSJ. 4. Kevin Owens v Pentagon. 5. Omega v Styles. What's your pick?
Omega Styles.
I was going to say that myself, so I'll go Sabre Jr. and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm going to go Omega Styles. Number 2, I'd go Ibushi Rollins.
Damn, you took my number 2 again.
Hell yeah. Well, you can still take it. I mean,
yeah.
What are you going to do? I mean, I think some people would go the same
I'll
way.
go Owens and Pentagon.
I want to say Ospreay versus Vince McMahon. Will Ospreay in a ladder match with Vince McMahon. Can we see that? I could do that in WWE 2K. That stupid
would
game.
Be fantastic.
I could do it. Thank you, Awandi, for the $4, man. And thanks, Vinnie Mac, for the donation of 5 as well. Thank you, Vinnie Mac. Thank you, guys. Anything else you want to add, Jake, before we get the hell out of here?
No, dear God, I don't know if you caught that again. There's massive thunderstorms and tornado watches and warnings out here.
Oh boy,
and the whole house just shook. I have never heard thunder that loud yet. That was
really
incredible.
That's crazy.
God, that was nuts.
That was Tommy. Oh God, never mind. I was gonna say something.
He's looking for his mom, Gritty.
I was going to say something so bad. Where's Tommy to say, oh, it was lackluster. It was lackluster, Joe. Was it lackluster? It was.
He stole that from me. I used to say it was lackluster. Can't say it anymore.
Oh, now you can never say that again now. You kidding me?
Ever.
Tomorrow night is Out of Nowhere. We're going to talk all about the other wrestling topics going around in the world. And in WWE tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S., right here on the Joe Cronin Show. Me, Jake, and hopefully Connor will be back. We'll talk about a whole bunch of shit tomorrow on Out of Nowhere at 11 p.m.
Yeah, we got some news about the Super Showdown. We also got I have a fun story about Chris Jericho talking about Vince saving him from being arrested and some other stuff. So it'll be a good night tomorrow night.
And then Vince
make sure you check it out.
Vince just sucked his dick, and then he got me out.
Just stuck his foot right up his ass.
Vince was like, "Don't do that," you know. All right, let's take a phone call though. Somebody is calling. There was like no phone calls tonight. It was really weird. 401, what's up? Hey, 401, you're live. What's up? 401.
I think there's something with Skype because a few people said they were trying to call.
You think there's something wrong with Skype?
Yeah.
Maybe there is.
A few people said they were trying to call through, but I don't think it was working.
Yeah, that person never said hi, so I don't know if they had a problem. But fuck it. If you want some more, guys, jump over here. Patreon, it's available to download or to play. The 2-hour episode of Morning Madness, over 100 episodes of Morning Madness, Corrupted podcast, so many goddamn things up on Patreon right now. We're having a party. We're going to be having a big Discord show again like we did on Sunday. That's going to be fun. Come hang out with us there. Me and Jake doing some podcasts probably tomorrow. Me and Jesse are going to be doing one tomorrow as well. So that will be up sometime, by Thursday and Friday. There'll be 2 new ones. Plus monetize this. Championship on the line this Friday night. The championship is on the line. So come check that out. Thanks, guys, for watching. We're going to get out of here early tonight. And we had, it was okay. I'm going to go 4.5 out of 10 for SmackDown.
I was going to say 3.5, so.
And I gave Raw a 3, and I think you did too, so.
Yeah.
So suck it.
Suck it.
Shout out to the new, to Gritty for the new donation. The new Flyers stupid mascot. Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for donating. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Out of Nowhere. Bring it tomorrow.
Gritty.
Yo. This is Philly in this city. We so gritty in this city. Yeah, we so gritty in this city. In Philly, yo, we might eat our own shitty in this city. We're so gritty in Philly. Yeah, gritty in Philly. We might eat our own shitty in Philly. We're gritty, yo, this whole city. We're gritty, yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm nasty as fuck. Yo, this is Philly, I'm nasty as fuck. Yeah, we eat our own shit. Yeah, we eat shit.
We're gritty in Philly, we're gritty in Soul City. We'll eat our own shitty in Philly. That's why our mascot looks like a crazy ass pop turd. What the fuck is up in Philly? Yo, we're gritty in Philly, the city. We'll eat our own shitty, we'll eat our own fecal matter off the street. Yo, Tom Brady, how I feel that can't fucking breathe. Yo, Philly, we're gritty in this